Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Virtual Encounters. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. We have a very special guest today, India's only medalist at the World Championships in Athletics. She also won gold in World Athletics Finals. Most inspirational track and field star of India, Anju Bobby George is with us. Biggest example of how you can give back to sports. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome to DD India. First of all, how have you been doing? And after all the busy engagements after Neeraj Chopra won and Shelly, of course, you must be a little at ease now.
Yeah, really, of course. It was a wonderful year for athletics.
Yeah.
All these years, uh, we were waiting for an Olympic medal. Though I got a
Right.
World Championship medal,
Yeah.
Olympic is something different. It's something special. Competition-wise, World Championship, Olympics, there's no different. But
Mm.
name-wise, it's something different. And we were waiting for a medal, and now we got a gold. And
Yeah.
of course, our trainee Shaili also, she started her international competition
Mm.
with a silver medal in the World Junior Championships.
Yeah.
So really, it's a happy year for us.
Hmm. Right, ma'am. We need to talk about Neeraj Chopra first here. Uh, how long did it take for all of us, I mean, for you, in fact, to process the feeling of Neeraj Chopra has won the gold, and what Neeraj Chopra's gold means for athletics?
We were expecting a medal from Neeraj, of
Okay.
course. He was the best bet for Olympics, but uh, um, gold we never expected because few other
Yeah.
competitors also were there, those who
Yeah.
crossed 90 plus in
Yeah.
many competitions.
Hmm.
And so we were expecting just a medal, but we got the gold. And that day it was Neeraj's day, and he could do
Hmm.
better. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, and uh, see when we are on that podium and when we hear that national anthem playing in some other country, see that feeling I cannot express in words. It's something great.
Hmm. Yeah, but do you think it's a big boost for everyone? A lot of youngsters will also now take up athletics uh, without any hesitation, because what Neeraj Chopra has done, he has shown everyone that India can get a medal in athletics at a bigger stage, and that too at Olympics.
See, when I got the World Championship medal, it was a surprise for everyone in 2003 and 2005. And after that, it was a long gap. We waited till 2021.
Hmm.
So now we got a gold in Olympics. So I hope things will change now because
Hmm.
always it's a mentality of the people, and it's not
Hmm.
because of any system or any problem. The mentality of the people tough to change. And
Yeah.
sports, see, we have to see it's a career. We can take it as a career, and people should realize that.
Yeah.
And if your kid is good in sports, just
Hmm.
send them. It's not like um, um, as we cannot find any um, career in sports. It's a good
Hmm.
field, and don't
Hmm.
worry, just send them. So
Hmm.
I hope this Olympic medal definitely will boost our morale, and
Hmm.
lot many kids will come into sports,
Hmm.
and we can see a big difference because the entire system is working together now. It's not
Yeah.
like only one athlete or one coach is working and the
Hmm.
system is not supporting, but now the entire system is supporting together, and we are celebrating our victory.
Yeah.
We
Hmm.
know each winners and even those who are going for Olympics or bigger championships.
Hmm.
We know them by face, by name. So a
Hmm.
lot of changes are happening, and
Hmm.
of course that difference we can see in our progress also.
Hmm. Right, ma'am. It was glad to see that now everyone, even a small kid, knows about Neeraj Chopra. So that's a big thing, and it'll be definitely be a huge boost. But again, we also need to talk about Shelly Singh here. She's just 17, and her achievement is also immense, 6.59. You think she can also break your record of 6.83?
Definitely in near future, I am expecting that, and we are nurturing her for that.
Hmm.
6:59 at this age.
Yeah.
She's very young, 17, and we are
Hmm.
not yet started her full-fledged training. We are
Okay.
just keeping her as a shell,
Hmm.
and but still she's
Mm.
able to cope up with that because the training what Bobby is giving for
Yeah.
Shaili,
Mm.
and when he was training me, lot
Mm.
of difference
Okay.
because lot of changes are there,
Yeah.
and every year sports is it's changing, and it's a
Mm.
science.
Yeah.
So we are going according to that, and
Mm.
see at this stage, with this was her first competition, and she without any fear she could compete there because I am there, Bobby is there, and
Yeah.
we can just teach her all
Mm.
the experience what I gained and Bobby gained through
Yeah.
our career.
Mm.
So that's why she could reproduce that performance, and she could win a medal there.
But what is so special about Shelly at just the age of 17? You are saying that 6:59 at this age, and you have not even started the full-fledged training. So, what is so special about her?
See, she is learning things very fast
Okay.
because this is highly technical even. Long jump is highly technical even, and
Yeah.
we are not doing the things on the floor. It's in the air. So we
Mm.
have to learn very fast, and she is
Yeah.
doing that, and she is having full belief in her coach, and she is just ready to do. She's
Mm.
just ready to do, and without any fear. So even
Mm.
if in the bigger stage, if Bobby says you are capable of doing 660, see, she
Mm.
was there, exactly there. And
Yeah.
1 centimeter she missed the medal. That, see,
Yeah.
we can just
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a heartbreaking thing, but again, she just started her
Just started. Yeah.
competitions.
Yeah.
Yes.
But does she have an? I don't know if it's too early to ask you. Does she have an potential to win an Olympic medal?
Definitely, why not? See, I just missed, and that's because of lot other many things. It's not like because I was not able to or I was not capable of. And I started very late with Bobby at the age of
Yeah.
after 20s I started with Bobby, but
Mm.
she is
Mm.
with Bobby at the age of 14. So
Mm.
after 3 years, she started delivering her best in the international arena. So
Mm.
this is a slow and steady progress, and definitely we are expecting 7+ jumps from her. Even I did many 7+, but I couldn't deliver it in a competition, valid jumps. But
Mm.
I hope with our help, she can
Mm.
definitely deliver 7+ in near future. She will be in that bracket.
Mm. And we've also heard that your daughter Andrea is also she's also a natural athlete.
Yes, definitely. Yes, she's a natural talented athlete. Of
Uh,
course, that capacity as a jumper from parents, both parents, is
uh,
there with her. So
yeah.
we hope
Mm.
so.
Mm. But ma'am, you were part of the sporting ecosystem, if I may say that, of the country. You have been associated with Target Olympic Podium Scheme, uh, Indian Athletics Federation. You are the vice president. You have been involved with Khelo India also. Uh, how is sports growing in our country?
See, it was after 2000, it was some difference, some changes were there. We started
Okay.
winning medal in Olympics. We started winning medal in World Championships, Commonwealth Games, Asian
Yeah.
Games. We are a superpower in Asian
Yeah.
Games.
Yeah.
So before that, it was just 96, Leander Pace, and then 2000. It was a slow start, but after 2000, there was a big rush.
Hmm.
Even from women's side also in all the sports. It's not only in
Hmm.
one sports, in all the sports. But
Hmm.
now, suddenly, after 2010, we are not aiming 1 or 2 medals, big baskets of
Yeah.
medals we are
Yeah.
aiming.
Yeah.
So that's difference. I think it's in the system. In the
Okay.
system, a lot of changes are happening, and supporting system is going along with the athlete. And
Hmm.
infrastructure also, we are developing a lot. See, we cannot win medal only with the infrastructure. We
Yeah.
need a lot of good talents, lot of good coaches, lot of
Hmm.
supporting system. Still,
Hmm.
we are lacking here and there, but as a bunch, athletes are not suffering for any funding or anything. So
Okay.
if
You're trying to say that there has been good support from the government and it has changed in the past few years. And we have also come out with very good schemes, sporting schemes, in the sense that Khelo India, we talk about.
yes,
You,
yes,
so you're saying that a lot has
yes,
changed in the past few years, but still there are a lot more challenges, a lot more needs to be done.
yes, lot more in the sense, see, in sports science, we have to research a lot because we are always looking like some other countries, like European countries or America, what they are doing and what they are developing, and we are just imitating that. So
Okay.
instead of that, we have to develop our own system because our gene is different, our athletes are different, and their mentality is different, and equipment what we need is different. So we have to do research in sports, and according to that, we have to go further, move further.
Okay. So scientifically, you are saying that sports has evolved a lot, and you think that we are matching up with the technology of other countries, or you think that we are different from the maybe European athletes or maybe from others? So we need to have different technology for our athletes.
Yeah, we need to develop our own technology because our body is different. We are not like Europeans or Americans because our gene is different, and
Okay.
see, our athletes are different and our eating habit is different. So our strength is different because we are good in some events and we are not good in some other events. So
Okay.
that event we have to do lot of researches, and even our coaches, we have good coaches in India. So we need to develop them also because athletes are running ahead and coaches are moving behind because
Oh,
they're not getting
right.
that much exposure as because if Neeraj is getting that much exposure, he's already won a medal in Olympics. But
Yeah.
his coach, we have to think whether he is also getting that experience or exposure. Otherwise, Neeraj will move further and he will be
Yeah.
standing behind. And how
Yeah.
he can guide him? That if it should go along like together.
So you're saying that we need to work at the grassroots level, and in that ways, I mean, giving more exposure to our athletes at the beginning level, at the beginners level, things can be
See,
improved.
grassroots level, see, lot of support we are getting now.
Okay.
Because like Khelo India, it's reaching up to the grassroots level. And see, Athletic Federation of India, now we are trying to reach up to the grassroots level. So grassroots development is happening.
Okay.
And it's a slow process because see, these athletes have to come till the senior level and then to the international level. So it will take time. It's not like one day we'll do some research in the support in grassroots level. Next day we can see the difference in the international arena. No, it will take time because this athlete have to grow up to that level.
Yeah.
So, but the elite athletes and the coaches, those who are already there in the system, see that there we need to, because athletes are always in the center stage. They are getting the focus.
Yeah.
But coaches, that part also, and we are developing a lot of infrastructure also. So, and coaches actually, he have to make it ready for the athlete. He is the one who is planning everything for the athlete. Which competition he have to go, how much he need to do there, and which is the major championship is they are aiming for, and how their travel plan, everything he is developing. And so we have to take care of the coaches also.
Yeah.
And they need to grow along with the athlete. Or they have to ahead of the athlete, not along with. They have to be ahead of athlete. Then only they can bring the athlete to that stage. Yeah, we are trying a lot. We are, because at AFI, all these pandemic years, we had a lot of classes. We lot of things we did for coaches also. So it's happening. It's happening. I'm not saying that it's not happening. It's happening.
No, but we need more coaches like Bobby George, you are saying.
Yeah, see, coaching actually, they need to understand the system very fast. And
They also need to evolve with the
science.
system.
Yeah, the science, they need to know the human body, they need to know. See, a lot of things he is, and he is one in I don't know.
No, help. I mean, I understand. I get your point. I get your point.
Yeah.
But again, if we talk about the athletes also, are they getting the enough exposure in the sense that do you think they need to participate more, maybe in Diamond League events, Grand Prix, more and more even need to compete with foreign athletes more, so that yeah.
Yes,
On,
actually, see, we believe only in training and we are aiming for the major championships. But see only 50% is in training, and
Yeah.
50% the progress should come in competition,
Yeah.
and that also in the major Grand Prix competition along with the top level athletes. Otherwise,
Mm.
all of a sudden, if we go and compete in the international level, we don't know we have no idea about the competitors, we have no idea about their coaches, we have no idea about their system. See,
Mm.
then we cannot evaluate things. See, we
Right.
need to do proper homework before going for the championships.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
all are our competitors? How much they can do? What is their career graph? Whether they
Mm.
will go up or they will come down. Where we
Yeah.
can match with them, and
Yeah.
how much we need to aim in that particular day for getting a medal. So all these things we have to do well in advance, and the
Mm.
climatic conditions and the food what we are able to get there. Everything, without any doubt, we have to do proper groundwork, and then we can aim for a medal. Otherwise, see, it's blindly we are going for an exam, and we can just dream about that I am getting the um, uh,
Mm.
first rank.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not possible. It's not possible.
Hmm. But ma'am, also you think support of the government and also the involvement of the federation at the grassroots level, you think this is one of the reasons that India has started doing well? The mainly the support of the government and the federation, best
Uh,
ever show in this Olympics.
yeah, definitely, because see, the system is changed a lot, and
Hmm.
athletes are now in the center stage,
Yeah.
and this is the amount of recognition what they are getting. See,
Hmm.
the entire world is watching, the India is watching, and the
Hmm.
next generation is also, actually they are also looking forward
Hmm.
that I also need to do something in my life, or if I am able to do in sports, I can. The supporting system is there, and I can
Hmm.
reach up to that level.
Hmm.
So that it's like the culture is changing.
Yeah,
The culture is
that
changing.
is more
So
important. Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm. And also, ma'am, Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself speaking to the athletes before the event, also, and after they won the medal. In fact, who were very close to winning the medal, he spoke to them also. Women's hockey team is one of the examples. It has never happened before. You think this also makes a lot of difference?
See, before, during our times, even after winning a medal,
Mm,
maybe in a newspaper front page, or in the TV, say
mm,
people, one flash will come and people, okay,
mm,
next day, oh, she got a medal or something like
mm,
that. But now, see, after winning the medal, directly we are connecting with the Prime Minister. He is the
yeah,
first one who is
mm,
congratulating our athletes. See, that
yeah,
pride itself is enough for us to carry our um, like motivation further.
yeah,
The
mm,
entire India is, if he is celebrating, that it means the entire India is celebrating.
exactly.
And
Yeah,
it's not any party or any this thing. Sports itself is a party. It's a culture,
yeah,
and we are celebrating that the victory we are celebrating.
mm,
See, they are heroes now. They all are
mm,
heroes now. They are in our heart, and their
mm,
victory, their tears, everything we are celebrating. So even our
mm,
women hockey team, when they got the fourth place, see, we all were crying with them. That
yeah.
that experience, that itself is enough to carry our.
Mm.
Um,
Very rightly, yeah, rightly put forward by you, ma'am. But I want to go back to 2003 Paris when you won an World Championship medal. Uh, you also had a grand welcome at the airport.
Yeah, definitely. It was a grand welcome, and the airport was packed. And I was surprised to see that, because I had no clue. Still, I reached the Indira Gandhi airport,
Mm.
and oh, I still remember each moment.
Okay. Can you elaborate more on that?
Yeah, actually, I came little late because I had one more competition,
Okay.
Grand Prix finals in
Mm-hmm.
Monaco,
Mm-hmm.
and so it was a late coming, but still India was waiting for, because that was the first medal for athletics, and athletics, see, that's the toughest event
Mm-hmm.
in Olympics or world, like um, because that's the mother of all sports.
Yeah.
And getting a medal in the World Championship or Olympics in athletics,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
beyond our imagination in 2003. So
Absolutely.
we never ever so close in the World Championships.
Hmm.
No one was expecting a medal. All of a sudden, I got a bronze, and so it was a surprise. And everyone, I got a letter from our president of India saying that you created history.
Wow.
And see, the each moment it was
Hmm.
new for me, and I
Hmm.
experienced it. I don't know. Still, I'm not getting words to express that.
And ma'am, you lost the chance to win an Olympic medal by just 20 centimeter, just over 20 centimeter, and it was always maybe a case of you were very near and yet so far. Is it your biggest regret in your career?
Definitely, because I was aiming for a medal and I was all set to cross 7 meter plus in
Yeah.
Olympics. And I started with 682 in Grand Prix competitions, and I did twice above 680, and I was crossing 67.
Hmm.
Sorry, 7 plus 710, 715 in my training.
Hmm.
And even the first day also, that the first gym was huge, and I was the first one who qualified for the finals,
Hmm.
automatic qualification. And
Hmm.
after that, they called me for the doctors, and I was sitting the entire night there for the doctors. And next day, I got a fever. And when I came back for the finals, I was not ready because my body was not moving at all. But still, I
Hmm.
did 683 in the first gym. I was not able to realize that I did that much because I was not in that condition. But
Hmm.
still, I came sixth, and immediately after the competition, Marion Jones disqualified because of the dop
Yeah.
issues.
Hmm.
And first, second, third who came in that competition was Russians, and it was a state-sponsored drug
Hmm.
cheating
Hmm. Hmm.
for Russians. And still, that
Hmm.
investigation is happening, and IWF president is now then president is now in jail. So all this scandal was there, and I was
Hmm.
unfortunate that I was doing my competition during the same time.
Hmm.
And if it was a fair competition, I could have won a silver medal from Olympics.
Hmm. I'm really sorry I took you back to those days. Must have been your biggest regret, but again, you have done everyone proud. You have been India's one of the biggest athletes. But just two questions before we wind up. You started with heptathlon, if I'm not wrong, and then slowly and gradually moved towards jump events.
Yes, I started my career as a heptathlete when I was very young.
Hmm.
And see, now the science is telling
Hmm.
at a younger age, specialization is not recommending. So we need
Okay.
to experience all the events, and slowly we have to choose which event we are good in. And that I
Hmm.
was exactly doing that, and I was good in almost every event than long distance, 800
Hmm.
meters.
Hmm.
And then slowly after my growth spurt is stopped. So
Hmm.
when I gained height, and I could feel that I can run fast and I can jump far.
Okay.
So so
Hmm.
it was a correct decision to move for a long jump.
Hmm. Yeah, and the rest is history. Last question, ma'am. What advice do you want to give to the youngsters who want to pursue sports professionally but don't know where to start from?
See, now a lot of grassroots supports, like, as I said, in
Hmm.
um, Kelo India,
Yeah.
and each federation is also trying to find talents from each sport.
Hmm.
So a lot of things are there. If you're confident enough and that
Hmm.
you can take sport as a career,
Hmm.
so no need to worry about that.
Hmm.
See, our sporting career is very small, but during that time we can gain a lot of attention. We can see as a career, definitely we can choose sports, but this is not an easy way.
Yeah.
It's not an easy way. We have to
Hmm.
struggle a lot, in the sense
Yeah.
training
Hmm.
itself, lot of
Hmm.
struggles
Hmm.
and competition, and we have to
Hmm.
see certain things we need to avoid in our life
Hmm.
if we are focusing in one thing.
Hmm.
So l- it's not an easy way, but
Yeah.
definitely you can reach up to that level if
Yeah.
you are if you're like um, um, uh,
If you
if
if you
you are
want to
ready
do
to take
something,
that
if you want
challenge.
to achieve, yeah, yeah,
If
ready
you
to
are ready
take.
to take that challenge,
Yeah,
yes.
you need to be very, very confident, believe in yourself, and be
Yes.
prepared for all the struggles. That's the biggest advice coming from none other than Ms. Anju Bobby George, India's one of the biggest athletes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for giving us your precious time and great advice for the youngster. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
We're talking about today the downpour of cloud kitchens as this food tech subsector is witnessing tremendous activity and new entrants as well.
We are very proud. We already a 150 crore kind of revenue company. We are targeting 1,000 crore turnover by 2025. And it's not, if I can be humble about it, it's not that difficult. If Domino's in India through Jubilant can do 4,000 crores, biryani is a much bigger market.
53% restaurants closed in the last 1 year. So thankfully we've been one of the survivors because delivery in any case was affordable with us.
Paratha and pakoda is something which we found a product category which nobody had till date targeted. You have burgers, you have pizzas, and you have many other categories, but nobody has in parathas and
Biryanis.
Oh, biryanis as well. It's a big category now, so nobody did parathas and pakodas.
When did you think of becoming an international umpire? What dragged you here? Were you always passionate about this role?
I suppose I'd describe myself as an accidental umpire.
Everyone wants to know, why did you leave umpiring at your peak at the age of just 41?
I felt that I'd achieved a lot in umpiring and I found a new passion in coaching and training and education, and that new passion was taking over, and I didn't want to, keep umpiring for the sake of numbers.
Who are your best friends in cricket fraternity?
Well, it was only last week that I reached out to Harbhajan Singh, Virender Sehwag, who had birthdays. So it was good to reconnect with them and to drop them a note.
Watch Virtual Encounters with former ICC umpire Simon Toffel, Friday, 29th October, 8 p.m. only on DD India.